The way the place is run, it is literally, you know, we're month to month, you know, I mean, we're on a position where we've got a massive backup fund, and that's what you're dealing with, you know.
Hello, it's Aaron at Anker SOLIX, and today I'm at a really special project and location, Canton RFC, based in Cardiff. 6 weeks ago, I went in to see one of my Anker ambassadors, the Solar House in Cardiff. Asked what projects are they up to. They explained to me that there was a struggle with getting a government grant for a community-led hub, Canton RFC. Canton RFC are not just rugby and football, they support adults with learning disabilities, a choir, a hub that is open from 9 in the morning right through to late in the evening. So I've reached out to my black book of friends in this industry because we should all be working together. Energy independence should be for everyone. And I feel like as manufacturers and distributors, we actually should be responsible. We should be responsible for education and supporting the local communities. I spoke to Spencer at Segen, our distributor. He said we're in. Of course, you've got to plan the project. And so what better way to plan a project using OpenSolar, a free tool and platform for installers that can literally run the project from start to finish. I then reached out to Darren at Renusol for mounting equipment. He said no problem. Then right through to Alexa at JA Solar. We need 72 panels. She said we're in. And of course, the Anker SOLIX X1. It's going to be installed by the Solar House. Come with me on this journey to see behind the scenes on how we are supporting the public, the community of Canton RFC.
Hi there, I'm Chris Wilson. I'm the chairman of the club, Canton Rugby Club. I've been chairman for 12 years and I've been a player here since 1996. Yeah, on a day-to-day basis at the club, we've got a number of groups who use it during the day, which we've got a disabled adults group and an after-school club, a mothers and toddlers group. We've also got a male voice choir in the evening during the week, and obviously then there's the sporting activity. There's a mini and juniors rugby, mini and juniors football, the senior rugby, senior football. We have ladies baseball, men's baseball during the summer. Yeah, there's something going on nearly all the time. So yeah, it's full on. We've worked really hard to engage with the community. You know, our after school club's been here for 10 years. You know, they were only able to get up and running because we were able to offer them a low-cost space. The magic of the club's in the people. It involves predominantly involves people who've been here for years, and it's like a stick of rock, if you know what I mean. If you picked 5 or 6 of us and cut us in the middle, it would be all the way through. And it's been, you know, it can be a very frustrating experience, but it's hugely rewarding. The electricity bills in particular, because we just can't help but be a high user. You've got to have the cellar fans running all the time. You know, that equipment's very old, so it's not the most efficient. Obviously during the daytime, the lights run all the time. With the groups we've got in as well, we've got the heating as well. And then in the nighttime activities, you've got the air conditioning as well. So it's, yeah, we've seen a massive increase over the last 2 years. The kilowatt hour rate has more than doubled. What we aim to do is provide an affordable space for the groups, the community groups that use the club. If energy bills continue to go up, we've got to start passing those on into the rates that we charge on a daily basis for the club users. That then pushes additional pressure onto them as to whether or not they can make their business model survive. But the profit margins are incredibly tight. I don't mind saying we're probably running at break even at the moment. So energy costs increases are a significant concern. Having the panels and the battery storage, well, supplied by the manufacturers, I mean, it's absolutely fantastic. I mean, I can't thank everyone involved enough. It will be transformational in terms of what it will allow us to do.
Hi, my name's Spencer, Managing Director of Segen's UKI business. I have to say, I'm, on behalf of the team, incredibly excited to be involved with this community project. For us, it started with a series of conversations. So Wayne from the Solar House, who's the former chairman of Canton RFC here in Cardiff, along with Aaron from Anker SOLIX, started to get a sense of how maybe we could help. This has become a community centre, not just a rugby club. I mean, the heritage runs back to 1887. Local community centres have closed down, which has meant Canton has become a much more significant part of the community. So for us, we spend our entire lives servicing the needs of our customer. Every now and again, it's incredibly important for us to take a moment to pause and identify an opportunity to give a little bit back to the community. If we can do our bit to reduce the operating costs of this community centre and allow it to flourish for many years to come, then putting a few panels on the roof with some incredible battery storage solutions will reduce that and help significantly. If it wasn't for the rugby club that I grew up not far from and the football team that I played with and the athletics club that existed in a local community sports centre, I don't know where I would have ended up. Yeah, it's incredibly important to be involved. I think the community project here at Canton Rugby Football Club is a great example of where, as an industry, we need to get more involved. Overall costs to operate these types of facilities go up, but then that can be said for the general public, whether that's in our own homes or whether it's in the businesses that we operate within. So it's incredibly important for us to be able to support an opportunity to move closer to energy independence. Yeah.
Come on. Yes. Just Josh one that's last week, huh?
Hi, I'm Susanna from OpenSolar. At OpenSolar, it all comes down to community. Our entire business model was actually built around community of our partners and installers and stakeholders. So when we first learned about this event, about this project being held here in Cardiff, we knew that we need to travel down to Wales and be here and support. The initial design, the planning was made and done via OpenSolar. The Solar House used the software to design the system, and we quickly learned how much financial and environmental value the project will bring to the club and to the community. This project is a beautiful, beautiful thing to be a part of, both professionally and personally. I have a younger brother who's very much involved in sport. He goes to community clubs just like this, and I see how special this place is for him. So I'm very pleased to be here and supporting a community that is also so important to all Cardiff inhabitants.
I'm Judith and I volunteer at MacG's on a Wednesday, and I've got my own son with severe learning difficulties and he comes to MacG Club on a Tuesday.
So I started MacG Club back in 2017 and I just knew there was a need for it, having been a support worker, and wanted to provide something different where it wasn't so repetitive every week, and there's definitely a need for that and I'm not taking away from that, but I just felt like there was room for everybody. So we started back in 2017, very small group, so we've grown now and in total there's probably over 80 members. So it's a very busy week for us. We provide various activities, arts and crafts, skittles, bingo, boccia. We have various third parties come in, so we might have massage one week or music therapists. No week is the same.
Every week's different.
We were looking for venues, and Canton was so welcoming and accommodating, and they really wanted to have us here as well as us needing space. So we've given it a go, and it's been the best move we ever made, really.
Yeah.
But it's a lovely community feel. Everyone's friendly. It's
they embraced the group really.
Yeah.
You know, letting us use the skittle alley. We have parties here. We have race nights. They do tribute nights. You know, and we're always invited to it all.
Go on, guys. You might not get home till 5 otherwise. You're all right, Mol.
Sorry.
No worries.
It's a very real club, isn't it?
Obviously, as the gentlemen, try and keep my rent down as low as possible, so I don't charge the guys as much to attend. If we don't have to worry quite so much about putting the heating on and things, that would be much easier.
Yeah, and the air
round.
conditioning in the summer, because it does get very hot in there as well. I'm sure it's going to make a massive
huge
difference to the club and everybody who uses it, really. It's a wrap.
That's a wrap. Well done, everyone. That's all.